Yo, what up, boys? This is Mosen here with MTA 23 for the 20th of October 2018. And the topics, which are quite a few topics today. We got a couple of small ones and mixed into some bigger topics. Priest racials, new leaks for Official Classic, the only change WoW had, right? And that's basically it. So let's jump right into it. There's a ton of stuff that we can talk about today. On that way, we're going to turn in some stuff while we talk about the things. And we're gonna do that in Ironforge first. So we'll fly. Okay, so let's start with a small one. It's from Con Whistle, and he says the only change I want in Classic, and it's this picture, right? And I can relate to this, and the first comment is, but then it will be solely up to the hunters, and occasionally a warlock, to wipe raids because they forgot to dismiss something. We need more people to be mad at, not less. So that is a small introduction. I like the idea, I like the concept, right? Like the concept of, it's like a leash for a hunter pet, essentially, right? It can't go weird ways. If you jump down, then it has to go with you. So good one there from Con Whistle. I like the idea. I can only imagine if I was, alright, I'm gonna be raiding as Horde a little bit, and I can only imagine how that's gonna turn out, or how that feels like if you're a shaman and you were the one that didn't dismiss their totems, and something big walked into them. So that's that. Then here comes a post from, and this is all on the Classic WoW Reddit, right? So r/Classic WoW, and sowing the seeds of woke in the /r WoW community, so in the retail community, basically. Yes. And soon this is all gonna be one big family, but until now I think it's that's how it is. And he goes on to say, or he posts he posts a picture of some guy saying, "Remember those guys?" Maybe it's him. It comes from Zion, UGH Zion, whatever that is. Maybe, I don't know. And he says, like, remember those guys? Damn, picking a race for your priest back then actually had consequences. And then there are all the spells, you can see them right here. And people are like, what? Like, different races got different spells? Did all classes have this? Right? And it's awesome. We're turning in the No More Gang quests here, by the way. Because we did that the other day and got every single quest in it done. Boom. The Prot Dream lives on. Level 28. And, right, so he starts to spread these, or makes people hot for WoW Classic, right, where Priest actually had a spell. And now the interesting thing about this is that I'm probably gonna have a Shadow Priest on Classic as well, to, just grind out some herbs and mining ores, and all that kind of stuff. And my question was which one to pick for Alliance side, because the Horde ones are pretty cool. They're pretty damn cool, yeah. I mean, the Night Elf ones are probably the worst, because, let's face it, I mean, the one thing is cool, that you have a 20% less chance to be hit by ranged and physical attacks, I think it is, or melee attacks. That's pretty strong, but it's on a, I don't know, 3-minute cooldown, 5-minute cooldown. That's not so awesome. And then the Star Shards coming in. The Star Shards would be a really cool idea, and I thought, like, wait, this is a really good spell. Why is nobody picking this, right? And as it turns out, if you read carefully, it's a channeled spell for 6 seconds, okay? And I don't know. And then it's arcane damage, so this doesn't even. And if it was at least shadow damage, so it would scale with your Shadow Priest stuff, or it would be like a dot you place, like Devouring Plague, yeah, would be really strong. But no, it's a channel spell. 6 minutes. I was gonna say 6 seconds. So yeah, I was thinking, the glorious dwarf priest, female of course, the prettiest, the thickest, yes. With the fear ward, at least you're bringing something useful to the raid as a shadow priest, and you got the desperate prayer as an additional goodie in case shit hits the fan. But I really like the troll one, to be honest. I like the troll one. The human one is interesting as well, but Shadow Guard actually looks pretty cool. And of course the undead one, broken. So let me know what you think about, priests, or if you know anything. I wouldn't go and have like a shadow priest, mainly for outdoor world PvP. Nothing, raiding would be cool, but mainly for outdoor world PvP. And for the dwarf, the stone form comes in really handy. So if you know anything about priest, let me know what I should pick, which race, because I'm really torn between dwarf and human. Yeah. Because the feedback sounds pretty cool too for some reason. I don't know. I like these reactive type of things. Anyway, so that is people going into the community and making them hot. Speaking of the community, yes, there is a thread or a tweet from Wowhead that actually, let's turn to more quests here. They actually announced that basically they are making a classic WoW site. And this is going to be awesome for us, of course. I'm going to take these pants here. Because they're, we had Classic DB, right? Whoever, it's been the site, the to-go-to site for a long time. And that was awesome. It was a good site, right? But now we have like we're going to have like the official Wowhead kind of support with it. And so it's going to be really awesome too. Which I like a lot, yes. It's gonna be pretty glorious, and yeah, I don't know. This is gonna be cool, and they even came up with the old Thoughtbot. Wowhead used to be Thoughtbot, and they basically revived that kind of style in the new logo, right, or the new art for the Wowhead classic side, and I think that's really neat. Like with that drake, that reminds me of something. Where does it come from? Yes. So that is that, and of course Giovanni Classic posted this on Reddit. Credit where credit is due, right? And he informed us about this. If you didn't read the Wowhead tweet, here comes the last small topic, and it's new leaks ? Submitted from, oh my god, Syntech, I think that's what it's called. And he says there's supposedly more rumor from the German forums, where this guy that had the previous leaks about WoW having a playable demo and all that kind of stuff. And he says this guy has some new information, which is of course always appreciated, but we gotta take it. Gotta be careful with all these rumors being spread. Anyway, what they're saying, it all comes from German, so that is quite interesting for me. So I'm not gonna read all of this in German. You can't really understand it, and if you can read it yourself. It's linked. Basically, to sum it up, he writes about the shareholders being nervous and the pressure on Activision being huge. One employee of Activision has joined the WoW Classic team, and half a dozen will join from the retail team of the own company. It looks like Classic will release early before April. That's something. And apparently just because everybody is so, it's kind of getting, they need to deliver basically. And before April, the rumors about the subscription numbers are true. They have fallen to a number last seen in 2005. I mean, that's, I wouldn't have thought that. I would have guessed, subscriber numbers were pretty low in the last expansions. But them being so low, if it's true, that's something, because I thought BFA was well received, but that's how how these numbers can really can be intriguing, I think. So yeah, apparently they have fallen below 2005 level, which is pretty damn low, I would say. Probably still really good compared to all other MMOs, but MMORPGs, we should say. So Blizzard has finally become aware that vanilla could be a real chance. You don't say. Yes. And additionally, he writes about annoying his source daily about the information, but the source unfortunately doesn't have further information yet. The job of the source seems rather safe now, since they had a lot of pressure because of Black Ops, which turned out spreading well. Blizzard has more problems than some leaks by now, he says, which is always good for the community. And rumors. Anyway, this is pretty interesting stuff. I think if they are really under this pressure and they're aiming at a release before April, this would be glorious, of course, for all of us. We would get tears into our eyes and rejoice in the streets upon the fallen body of J. Allen Brack. But no, he's a good guy, I guess. You know, I think he's a very misunderstood guy. But anyway, we need to go to Stormont and Booty Bay. The Booty Bay. That is this. I mean, can you imagine, man? This would be the best, right? If we get it even earlier than April, shit, that would be. Damn, man. That would be. I can't even say anything, and that leads us to conclude this MTA. Otherwise, it's gonna be like 20,000 minutes again. And we don't want that. Right, I'm trying to keep it daily a bit more. If you haven't known, if you don't know already, I've been doing a lot of streaming on Twitch. So basically trying to get it in every day. I think today is like the only day that I have not really. Yesterday was the only day where I didn't really stream at all in the last, I don't know, 10 days or so. And it's gone really, really well. Thanks to everybody who has been there and supporting this stuff. You know, even the subs we have for sub goals, so that's very, very interesting. People are, you know, coming in. We're having a good time. There's like a small core community already. We have emotes, man. We have sub emotes and sub badges and stuff. It's pretty cool. Like it's a lot of fun for me to do this, and it's a lot of fun for me to play Resto Druid, I found. And that's you know, that's something actually. That is it's good stuff. It's a lot. I enjoyed a lot to be online, you know, the whole time on Twitch and streaming, and I'm gonna pursue that a little bit more. And we're gonna try to get it in every day, except for like maybe like 1 day a week. You know, trying to get that 6-day schedule, and now I have to like figure out when to make the MTAs and the other YouTube videos, so that I have like enough discipline to make that before the streams, and all of that stuff. Shut up! All of that stuff has gotta fall into place a little bit more, and then I have like my structure in, and then everything's gonna come out daily again and deserve the name daily, as it's written in the title, because it should not be misleading. And right, so if you want to hang over there at Twitch, right, you are invited to leave a follow and check it out first. If you like it, then you can hang around even more. But if you follow me over there, then you get notifications. Also here on YouTube, if you turn on the notifications, you'll see whenever I upload instantly, and that helps a lot too, right? So, right, I'll definitely go with another race and what classes to play MTA in the next one. I'm enjoying Resto Druid a lot. All I can say, right? I'm not gonna ditch the Prot Warrior, but Resto Druid has turned out to be really, really fun. This year, the Prot Pelly is just for basically just having a little bit of fun, trying some meme stuff out and making a guide about it, right? To annoy all the cookie cutters a little bit more. And I thank you very much for watching. This has been MTA 23. I've been Mosen, and I'll see you wherever, on Twitch, YouTube, or here. Thanks very much for watching.